There are roughly 20,000 public service vehicles in the capital, Nairobi, and we shall be seeing how that goes. And in studio to just shed more light on that is the chairman of the Matatu Owners Association, Simon Kimtai, and the Director General of the National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, Francis Meja. Thank you for joining us, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Let me start with you, Mr. Chairman. The National Transport and Safety Authority regulations were gazetted more than 6 months ago. Why do you need more time?
Well, there were new regulations that came in about 2 weeks ago that required all service providers to be able to be registered by Central Bank, which is yet to be done. But already we have braced ourselves to get into the system because we know the benefits of it. We discussed this and we ratified it, and we believe we own this and we have to own the process too.
Yes, and the Matatu owners, as you say, are the people who are set, or the group of people who are set to benefit from this massively. And you were praising it a few weeks ago, and it seems now that like you are criticizing it a lot.
No, we're not backtracking. You should get it clearly. We actually even give we gave recommendation to have this because Matatus lose not less than 30% revenue at the end of each day, and this system will allow us to maybe get about 27 more. That would make about 97 after commissions are removed by the service providers. So this is a benefit to public transport investors, and we are not actually against it. We like it, we'll embrace it. It's only that we have a few challenges from the service providers. You know, it's technical and it requires actually some time to make it work. And I believe Meja will agree with me that the small challenges will be because we've run the test runs, and we are getting there. It's only that there are a few delays here and there.
Mr. Director General, do you think some of the concerns raised by the Matatu owners and the Matatu welfare associations are valid?
Well, to begin with, let me say this, that indeed it is an opportune time that we transit this industry to the next level. We are very happy. I must congratulate Mr. Kimtai and his team for embracing these reforms. Indeed, the Matatu business or the PSV business and people themselves were the ones who initiated this process. If you look at the long-distance Matatu operators, they were the first ones actually to introduce a cashless system of fare collection. You would board a Matatu in Eldoret, pay, and retain the money in the office, and the vehicle travels free. For commuter services, yes, we know there are few challenges here and there. One of the things that we must ensure that happens is the interoperability of the gadgets that will be used, so that it does not become cumbersome for somebody to have several cards, and we want a common device that accepts all cards across the board.
So one of the concerns being raised is that there's not sufficient awareness by members of the public, commuters. So what happens tomorrow? I want to go to town, and I don't even know what is happening, and it takes effect tomorrow.
Yes, I think this is what happens. These regulations have been in since December last year. The industry knew that this is going to happen, but the way we look at it as NTSA, we do not go the way of crackdowns anymore. We want to engage the industry, consultation, and in fact we have facilitated many meetings within the industry themselves. We did in Nairobi on the 13th of this month, and the last place we did was on 20th of this month in Mombasa, to facilitate the industry to understand and appreciate the issue. And I'm very, very happy that most of the industry players are seeing the benefits. They actually be one of the biggest beneficiaries. The loss of revenue as a result of not being able to control how the money that is collected is dished out is one of the benefits. To the commuters themselves is a big benefit, because issues of varying the fares whenever they choose to will not be there. Fares will be predetermined in good time.
That is true.
And
Mr. Chairman, how many, very quickly as we wind up, how many public service vehicles in Nairobi, give or take roughly, have complied to this?
Well, it's a very small number, as I told you earlier on. We have a challenge because these service providers had not been licensed and they not invest heavily. So we were doing test running, and because maybe the licenses could be with them now, I believe they would be able to import the gadgets to allow us. For us, we are ready like yesterday. to get into this system because we know the benefits. The challenge here is the service providers.
Is that the only challenge?
That is the only challenge. That is the only challenge. And I'm sure
you do not have any issues with the awareness by the commuters.
Actually, awareness is so simple. It's not rocket science. This is an issue of getting a card, be registered using your ID, and then you don't buy the card. You just got to have money to load into the card. That's it. Then you enter into Matatu. When it is swiped, there is a receipt that will be produced, and the receipt generated will show you how much has been taken and what is your balance and who has served you and which vehicle you are in. Okay. So simple.
Director General,
yes.
Very quickly, 30 seconds only. What's the way forward? When Kenyans wake up tomorrow and there is a crisis on the roads, what's the way forward?
I think the first thing we must appreciate is that this is a journey we are beginning. So we have to travel together. We will consult with the industry as much as possible. We will actually go out ourselves and take initiatives to actually educate the public and the commuters of the benefit of this service. And I believe by working together we shall be able to succeed.
Thank you. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I've been talking to Francis Meja, the Director General of the National Transport and Safety Authority.